Gas. Honkai. Bentar.
Your good luck is the most precious wealth we all Avgin have.
You come out alive after 2 days? It proves that you're the real deal.
Wealth. Status. Power. The IPC will give you whatever you want. Even what you don't want. As for us, we will reunite in Kakava's next Aurora.
It's a pity this is not the place you were expecting.
Melody. Is it?
The sleeping and only some who have...
So,
This is all but a fleeting...
it seems that my death...
Even if you wish for... Now that you've accomplished... Your performance at the theme park, no one would have ever thought. Real death does not exist. Because this is the only way to use this Penacony.
How did you find...
I never imagined that some...
It's that person.
I see you're in...
Let's just say I put... The murder isn't near... This dream of theirs isn't that barrier they...
Unless someone go and lives to tell the...
Someone... I got the idea early on. Someone who...
Hint.
Well, proof is the one thing, but you don't need proof.
You don't sound very You're very lucky. You possess great and that's how... And in your plans, the I...
Well, it's a huge detonating a stellar. If, at the end of the...
It is pointless to discuss. And after this, whether... Have you never wavered?
Wavered. Because other than that...
Wake up from this dream and go to where you should be. Your gamble is not over yet.
Before we part, can you answer one more question? Why are we...
I don't think this and never have. Nor do you.
But the nihility envelops you and I.
And because of that...
But it is still there. If the dice of fate...
My answer might not be it. But you said, sleep is the rehearsal of death. So why does life slumber? So you can definitely, even if the ending has been put before the end, there are many things that humans can do while, and because of this, the end. Take a good look at your pocket. Your friend has already given you the end. Good luck.
Mister? You're leaving?
Yes.
Then where are they?
They are in a place where everyone will go. A very...
Then are you
I'll get there, but not now. There will come a day when so. Until that time comes...
preparing?
Well, preparing to face them, Kakash.
I know you'll be...
Well, of course. For I am the child who received...
But you're still...
What do you say? One last time?
Are you going now?
Yes. May the Mother Goddess thrice close her eyes for you, keeping your blood eternally pulsing. May your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes
forever concealed. Our paths will cross again beneath Kakava's shimmering auroras. Farewell, Kakavasha.
The light of the Aventurine.
He kept his promise and got what he wanted.
As planned.
Let's fulfill our duty. I come for an audience. I bestow poison at all for...
You're awake. I've been waiting. You've met I original, but I Elio is right. I don't know. So this is to show you.
All that I am.
Labyrinth-like corridors and halls, traps everywhere. The owner of this mansion must be a bit paranoid.
Galer.
You are so funny, Mr. Security Officer.
Just expressing a personal opinion.
Mr. Gallagher, my patience is wearing thin. Neglecting duties will only make me more suspicious that you and the real serial killer are connected.
Scoundrel, punk, drunk, hooligan. I have heard this trash talk all too often. But I have never once thought that I'd be treated as an accomplice. I take back what I said. Your problem isn't paranoia. You're just crazy, you know? Lunatic. You, the family, you broke my spine and pulled out my fangs, and now you want to accuse me of murder? Ridiculous. Only idiots who've drunk too much Soul Glad will berate a stray dog in the streets. What exactly is making you say all this nonsense? You should be more concerned about the Outworld visitors who are making a scene in the theme park than...
I don't need you to remind me. The moment that ambassador walked out the doors of the mansion, I knew what he was trying to do. My servants see everything. His little magic. Why do you think that I just let him go? And why do you think I emptied the theme park stage? Because my target from the beginning has always been you, Hound. The more noise he makes, the more opportunities I have to make you and your
If I were really the murderer, why would you need to be so secretive? Ha! I forgot. You also have a difficult master to serve, telling you to ignore the murder case and focus solely on that Charmony festival. Isn't that right, my brother?
Looks like your disguise has helped you successfully understand every...
Disguise? You must be blind to be accusing me of being a fake. Open your eyes, take a good look.
Indeed, every part of you is real. The brown hair, soft and curly like Benny's. The orange eyes, which make me miss the gaze of Sir Whitaker. That odd scar. The mark in the gray vest, tie, hound emblem, bottle, the bartending, and your role as a security officer. From all 52, when they are gathered, countless tiny truths are woven together into a lie. You collected a small piece of each of them and claimed them for yourself. Then you invented this facade. A complete gallop. Tell me I'm wrong, minion of the Enigmata.
You have guts, I'll give you that. Not bad. I severely underestimated you. Admirable. But so what? Can this prove that I murdered your sister and that stowaway?
This proves that you and the Memory Zone meme death are linked. And that's enough. Listen up. I don't care how you did it. I only care about one thing. The answer to... You devil. You wretched, despicable dog.
You know, in the thick of things, people are blind to the grit in their eyes. Yet they can always feel it scratch. Want the answer? I'll give it to you. The whole thing is just fate playing a cruel joke on us.
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks. After 12 system hours, this grand...
I already told you! We can talk things out!
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also...
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was...
For the last time, state your identity and...
My name's Boot Hill.
A gal...
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous hero...
I...
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status. And none of...
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even... Of course, I know you won't believe me. Which is also why, similarly, see the bullets in this gun. 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this boy, I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove.
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenjo Lofu's general. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling... Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the All right, then. Feel free to toss any questions my way.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you...
Alright then. Tell me.
Everyone's on their own fated...
This reply does not
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers never bully the weak, never kill the innocent. These, as Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to, and in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for...
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers...
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. My informant is a memo keeper.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter.
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. I had the good fortune of running into an elation, even in the purest hunt. You'll find the Cienja to reckon that nihility emanators don't exist. Well... So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what... And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gauge reality.
Bahasanya bisa diganti gak sih?
Staring at the sky is
Gue terlalu paham banget gua.
But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility.
And this a single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's dream master.
That's just another
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the united as one that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required.
And
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. The result has invariably been that they can.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those, and here I stand again, about to add another.
And you will die. I mean, all. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask.
Wise.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, and even more so when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Yours Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what a.
No need to worry.
Oh, it was.
And then those chips simply disappeared.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean?
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also... So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Belum safar. Udah. Oh, gue bisa diubah bahasanya.
The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule.
I could stay here.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence.
Putih kocok.
May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job.
We've sealed off the theme park.
Rest assured, Miss Robin, we'll intensify our patrols to...
I trust you guys.
Well...
Actually,
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. Of course, the family did not agree.
No wonder.
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying...
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that this is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait,
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the dream...
Miss Robin? That's the...
I didn't
I can't believe...
Preparation is important. Regarding the race...
But, plus I meant that...
Everyone, please do...
Even if you say so...
Some people just...
Miss Robin?
Still...
Huh?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift makes sure to take good care of you. You know.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflect, so following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations. I intended to call upon death before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, it is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria on my act. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, and so then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, and after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far, and that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's?
I do.
That is...
Why? Because this is Japella, the city.
No, it's not. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella.
Is that awesome?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I did...
Their destiny won't change just because of your son. I told you before. It's bad.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find that...
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this plate.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
This car has full self-driving capabilities.
Hey, don't take Elio. Would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and but before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history. And the Everflame, that's your next stop.
Land of the dream.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that...
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence. Every emergence of that meme is related.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Himiko and March have already made a move.
The real dreamscape, the land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
What a huge clock key. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Panjang.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. Yeah, all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress.
When I first saw it, what's even more bizarre is that...
Though both dreamscapes have but there's no point in...
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And...
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal...
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, let's go. I'm sure. He's right. The Reverie Hotel's bell. We'd better check.
This can is perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in. Huh?
Hello, Misha. I'm well.
Tick-tock!
You're...
How did you two...
So, this...
Yep.
This...
Sleepy is a memory.
Based on the description...
Death?
I see.
I see. Is it Miss Robin?
Just...
If you're looking...
If it's...
Oh, how about this? She's gone to Mrs. Grace's...
All right, then. Well, we now know. Yes, that's my thinking as well. Say, you mentioned... I can't... Forget it.
Everyone, look! Oh... Look! There she is! My calculations are... I'm Kami. See that huge gaping butt? The scary... I constantly am after 10
You don't.
Oh!
We're very interested.
Why, of course! Regrettably, I came to Petaconi to... I felt it. The sort...
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound... That's right. It...
Miss Katie regularly... Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Let me... Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't...
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? There you are. Quickly, come help.
Let me go! Let me go!
Well, This is... Ha ha, he thinks he's...
Dear guest.
That's right. Did you hear that?
You're talking... Stop us! Don't say that name!
Leave the rest to me. Calm your body and mind.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Inputting commands.
Did you come here of your own volition? Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions.
I see.
Unlike in the sweet dream, but we can't just leave this man.
We can ask Jesse for help. I've gotten to know many locals while we... Waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life.
I remember when this place was...
This friend of family will be done for.
Evening, Jesse.
Welcome, Miss Mart.
These two are my...
There have been a lot of new faces.
Do such things often?
Not really, but this man has had quite the shock.
Hello, Vian.
That must be Robin.
Huh? Rob?
Misha is about to take...
We met some Stella. I heard that place. I also heard that when...
If that's true...
Himeko must be gathering...
Let's see how you...
I knew you couldn't hold your...
This friend of family will be done for.
Have a toast to...
This is where we split up. She...
So that's how it is.
Himeko! Here...
Ah, perfect timing.
It's a pleasure.
You know...
I've been keeping an eye on you. Please.
Grave?
Life in Dreamflux Reef.
You're too modest, Mike.
So, on... They're actually... but before that, you have...
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step. There she is.
Everyone...
Oh, I can't think...
It was nothing great. Life must be quite...
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids.
Emma and Andy are old. If we compare Pete and me, an old...
I'm glad that you found a...
Don't worry, Robin. But you know what? You see, in Dream...
And Shudder Feather, there's no need to covet an...
It's a relief to...
It's nice to see you all. Ever since I returned to Pet, now it seems...
Sweet dreams collapse.
While I was away from Pen... Later, I discovered the land of the...
Hearing you speak...
I hate to admit it, it's regrettable. This is not the street.
Could there be another force in considering what happened?
Regardless, I must uncover the reason. I've decided to forgo my role and never step...
Look here, brother.
Looks like, but Charmony doves don't.
It looks weak and frail.
This place is too dangerous.
Okay.
I'll ask.
A cage?
Let's see. Oh, poor little thing.
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, and birds belong.
I think she's right.
Ah, I see. As you probably know, we've seen this spectacle so many times that their ancestors were too. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly?
Well, that's an idealistic.
I think people believe.
That's an interesting perspective.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can.
Well said, kids.
We will take good care of it.
Yeah. But
and what might that be?
what if this little. I mean, if there are. Should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? You look a little... yeah.
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the... Don't worry, your sister is here. If I were you, I'd be...
If you wanted to kill me...
So, you figured out who I am?
Choice.
You are aware of my plan. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a...
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right. As you wish.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead.
And the crew, too. There are too many...
That'd be great.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier.
Rosalina.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison. However, today...
Their names are inscribed here.
According to Micah, they died.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured a... Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger. In the decade following the war...
The way I'd expect.
True to the title of...
When Dream Flux here, we meet again. Everyone from the astral...
Robin.
I promised to give the sip...
That sounds...
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already... Before we begin, as Gallagher, the history
fiction.
Well, don't worry.
I double-checked with Micah.
Thank you for your understanding. Well, it all boils down to something...
The Stellaron? But how is that possible?
You're totally correct. I wish that were the sweet dream doesn't come to achieve this feat. And that's not something you can... In Azdana, the planet...
The planet of festivity.
It all started. The Stellaron first... The turning point came after Tiernan's. By the time a representative from the
And I suppose the family...
Not just that. Those 3 eras...
Then...
Remember the island... It's people's lives. Confusion. Sadly, at my wit's end. Dormancy.
So this is the true...
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to...
So, the...
If you want to consider...
If that's the case...
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head... Are you done talking?
It.
As I suspected.
As for the person who...
Well, that was easy.
Correct. When I was trying, I didn't have other options. But moreover, Mr. Gove...
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. But I can't just stand. I won't step on that or the paradise.
Indeed. As the head of the Oak, I'll fight alongside you.
The enemies you are about, since our interests are aligned.
We have always been following in the footsteps.
Yeah, we nameless. That like...
Rest assured.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you all very
The Charmony Festival is about.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to...
Huh?
He's the leader of the...
Maybe you can...
No, that won't do. You're still carrying the key. I knew. As I suspected, if I'm right...
Aventurine?
Remember what I said earlier? If negotiations go south, the only question mark is...
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you...
Spoken like a true, even if the Dream Master is...
Don't you have something?
Why would you...
Before we departed, if I'm not mistaken...
I've been watching over you, Miss Himiko.
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless.
I don't know.
You're full of... As for the last Nameless, on his deathbed, he'd come with me.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies the first and last Mikhail Char.
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third Nameless.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe after all, when I checked its contents.
Well, let's...
Wait, seriously? How could a dream...
That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that. I could never figure... That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
Don't start getting all filled.
Just as Mikhail believes in the Nameless of the... There must be some...
Well, I'm of that's why...
Can I borrow your pet? It's for Mikhail. And for...
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless.
The Astral Express? But I...
Yes, my companion's already checked in.
I see, but you're... And you...
Me?
He's my fellow trailblazer.
Oh, I see. Enough since there's a precedent. It should... I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to...
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first...
How about this? Give me their room.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to be...
How about you just wake up?
I'm sorry, but there are strict...
So nothing works, huh?
Please be patient.
And now it seems you need to confirm...
It's...
Fudge!
Please...
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time.
I have a bad feeling.
Something doesn't seem right.
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Greetings. I'm Cody of...
Hello. So, do you think that...
I'm not at present. All of the
she doesn't appear to be...
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited.
Hey!
Well, I didn't come up.
Well, back in my...
Oh, come on.
Well, you never know, right? Anyway, let's forget about that.
Unsettling things? What could possibly...
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top.
Oh, well, looks like I won't get it back already.
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff...
I agree. I walked around the hotel...
Well, I'll be... not so fast.
Are you suggesting we sit here and...
I wouldn't say they don't want to attract...
If I were a family member...
Of course, we don't need...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed...
I'm sorry.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the...
Yes, I am.
We're the nameless from the Astral. We've been waiting here forever.
Is this your...
It's called...
I apologize.
Just...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
Has Donna...
Oh, no.
If someone had reserved...
That's straight.
What should we do now?
No.
Well, what can I get?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend...
This flavor. Dynamite.
Dynamite barbecue with rock.
As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour.
The situation is it's unusual for the father.
Actually, there's something, as you know, the faction that... Isn't there a saying of...
Talking.
Well, with that Acheron.
And you believe...
I'm not in...
Anyway, unless...
Maybe. It's people do stupid, but eons...
You think she...
It's much...
But in my opinion...
Oh.
Exactly. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been... That's why the galaxy... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of...
Well, by the way, when you were...
What's your...
It's simple.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you kidding?
Are you...
Huh?
Ha ha.
Oh, I'll be waiting.
No mistake.
Well, looks...
You're back?
Oh.
2 guests?
She's one of them. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, then...
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face.
Finally.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan. I'm sure she knows it better than I do. Greetings.
What? You garden of recollection Sherman.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. To be honest, I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals.
Trustworthy? Son of a... How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what's secret.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options.
This is the only way I can ensure. I kindly request an immediate warp.
This passenger...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat. I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Don Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a longing to return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me raindrops are said to be so. How long has this rain?
Most of all, it looks like the gap. Well, mortals, and for some,
like
Sinthirsters, they emerge once more.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? It was the unwaveringness for me.
But you know this.
Does this seem or some tasks have to be?
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. Thank you,
Before we part ways, it is true that if...
A good question, but I do know someone will stay.
When I appeared as a child, as I grew into adult.
I humbly request your...
Come to me.
As you wish. I have faithfully out of...
Do you sincerely...
Yes.
Have you examined your soul? Are you willing to... Very well. Next. Rest assured. I see.
But the Bloodhound family...
The family is ready.
Thank you.
Next. Please step forward.
Hey, long...
I have sought their...
Sure, but that's it.
Do you...
My sins? You think nobody knows before you start, well, I'm...
Kepanjangan anjir.
Oh, revered. Who can judge? Who can vouch for the... Who can... If the strong... Then... Who...
Brother? Brother...
You've been working non-stop.
It has always been our, even if the negotiations...
You know...
The Dream Master rarely...
Let's hope.
Indeed.
It's about time.
Don't worry. I'll be...
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Miss, if I just... Yeah. Look, but it's no... They told me...
Selling everything you have.
Why? It's better to be here.
Is this...
Huh? See you around, Mr. Sun.
What's up, sis?
This is the man we ran into, even those sweet dreams are...
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you think...
You think that man is not actually... People believe they have a However,
Are you suggesting...
Exactly. The survival of no tragedies
Perhaps that may...
Yes.
Wah, pantas cuk.
Glad to meet you again, Rob. You're too kind. I can't stand being...
But if this one...
And every day you get to...
But you know that only...
That's exactly why only in this sweet dream can I truly... And I wish you a...
Seems like...
She had a valid...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However...
No. In the... scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Robin. You're right.
Philosophical mind.
Oh, not at all, no.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and then? They have my physical body, my true appearance.
So...
My world has been torn.
Romance story. It's so...
That's precisely what...
However...
There will be a way out.
Look what we have here. A love... Brother.
Show yourself.
I've heard that is...
Barely.
Now that you've had your...
What? Now that you should be thanking me.
That was a personal...
The Charmony Fest. I don't care what your Penacony.
Stop it.
What?
Our paradise is not...
All right. Do you really believe those Olivia? Well, I've done my... Here, the left hand diddle me.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the
Okay. Seems like a lot is...
Well...
But that someone... The Paradise Penacony is not...
Remember the old man we...
That might be true. That path may... Is Penacony granting...
Well... The future for humanity. Do you remember how we took...
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, that's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails and abandoned?
That's just sophistry. If that were...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
While the harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the...
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world, no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading?
Mr. Gopher would, if I could become a coordinator.
I see.
Don't you?
Of course I do.
Then, let's build a stage there. And invite...
It's a...
Yeah, it's a...
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now?
Huh. But, Bart, why else would he have chosen? Do you have the numbers?
Oh, God, any more?
As I see it, Penacony is we're more familiar.
That's right. But the problem is... So... What's that supposed to... So, I heard as long as we... So... to tell you...
So they're still running.
We'll follow Marge's...
I'm afraid I will...
Should we ever cross paths?
All right.
And Miss Firefly.
We've already come...
This is also the spirit. Hello?
Can't hold it anyways. Penacony is... Hello, everyone.
Total bunch of
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This event is a miniature replication of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities. Nameless, you were arrived once. The dream chasing I wholeheartedly. That
Hello,
trailblazing into
I hope that...
Safety first.
waiting for you, and in the lowest part of you.
Everyone, as Marge and I have...
Fine by me. Let's do it. All right. I don't have a problem with that.
We'll split into the assigned group.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul in the school. Now,
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action.
competitors, there are a total. It's worth mentioning.
Time is of the essence.
Contestants, as Dream Chaser...
You can still walk away. I won't go easy. I'm fine.
Enemy targets detected. This happened.
Another
Data
journey
secure.
begins.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dust springs, the two shall fall.
Pretty simple.
Congratulations! Just as you're about.
Why?
Because.
Isn't this just prodigy?
Safeguard!
Stay calm. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Calm your body and mind.
Commencing support. Inputting commands.
Did you
Enemy
come
data
here of your
secure.
own volition?
Net
Or was
markers
it
activated. Time for good old counterattack.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul. I weep for the departed. Dust springs, the two shall fall.
Time to mix things up.
Timely treatment. You can still walk away. I won't go easy.
I'll contain them.
Another journey begins. Systems as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
The world kisses feet.
Congratulations! No matter how.
None will take. Oh, dinosaur! Grab a bottle of.
Stay calm. Calm your body and mind. You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Rice like a good brew. Full body, my friends. Indulge yourself.
Enough.
So, you in the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
I weep for the departed. Dust springs, the two shall fall. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Isn't this fight way way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming it after an extended in the years that follow.
Looks like we won. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Congrats to both of you. Look at the time.
That red hair...
You'll find out if you have the option to choose now. Friends, welcome to... It is said that these enter into the world...
If it's a gunfire trial. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we...
Merit in this, alas!
Ribet yang kayak gini.
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you can really Long time no see, hon. Oh, listen, but you know. Now, I can't wait to see you finish the dream.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there! If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick? Jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Hurry!
Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that...
exactly?
TikTok!
Clocky?
In Dreamville! Hanu says... The enemy is angry! Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just jumped inside that TV. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue. Well, here we go again. Ready? I am.
No, last we spot break.
But
guess what?
the storage room. It's behind the shelves, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too. Careful.
Kena anjir.
Here we go again. But no big deal. We're pretty handy with this bazooka now.
No, the not-so-unstoppable Hanu has actually fallen. Quickly, return to the battlefield and seek revenge against the bad guys.
Here we go again.
Everyone, please proceed with caution.
Harus tembak semua ini. Ah.
That should be all of them.
Mother!
But it is gonna come.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. This is what exploring the cosmos is all about. Seek, and you will find.
Congratulations! In the final stage. Welcome to the 30th.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Please wait! Handsome. By the
Are you...
Hear ye! Upon hearing, unfortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, I do not deserve... Okay, but though upon arrival, what matters is that if I am fortunate enough to Drilla, the beauty. Dear friend,
Anjir lawan dia, Cok.
please ready yourself for this trial set forth by the beauty.
Repot.
Stay calm. I won't go easy on you.
Inputting commands.
Rise to the challenge.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it fate? Sisters, fleeting as the dawns did, destined for oblivion.
Let's kick things off with you! You're fighting a gentleman. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Enemy targets detected. This... Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counter!
I weep for the departed. Dust rain, it too shall fall.
Rise to the challenge.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
So, in the flesh wound, nice like a good brew, full-bodied and my friends. Indulge yourself.
Calm your body and mind. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Victim! Friends, hurry feed on! The laurels of victory belong to a Drilla.
Inputting commands.
Another journey begins.
How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
Pledge thy loyalty. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
This... Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counter!
Did you come here of your own volition? I weep for the departed. Dust ring, it too shall fall.
Gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Slice like a good brew. My friends, indulge yourself. Time to mix things up.
Don't worry, it's just a
You can
script.
still walk away.
Ready for another?
Behold, this symbol of pure beauty.
Ya elah, nongol lagi.
You're fighting a gentleman.
Another journey begins. Sister, as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
How's this taste?
Stand down. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'll contain them. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rise to the challenge. Best.
Not good.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Did you come here of your own volition? In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
The flesh wound.
Leave the rest to me. I won't go easy on you.
That's enough. I have come to grasp the sincerity of your cause. I yield. Beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. It is to go forth. I shall remain here.
We don't have much time. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved in both I and... We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly, ultimately, only heroes like. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special, a dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise.
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone. This way, we'll at least...
Nav, let's talk about our final course.
You mean to say...
Indeed, Dream Master.
Do you have...
I'd like to... If I have offended...
Dream Master.
Sunday. The magnitude of Sunday.
I will do as you command.
Robin.
I will do as you...
May thy will.
Oh, Triples.
Let us begin.
Understood? Question.
Naturally.
Do you love your...
Naturally.
Have you strayed?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate?
Never.
Then, a final. Do you swear to...
With the Eon as my witness.
They have seen...
Just a moment. I have another question. To my understanding, the god you both met...
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were such a
perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony. In the distant later, they go an eon may...
Mr. Yang being overly... For the sake of our...
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you.
So, this is the...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal within the Foundation and through harmony.
Unbelievable.
What have you done with...
Don't worry.
You should know.
Should we need to stand your efforts for the justice? Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the order that drove...
You're mistaken. Penacony and the natural selection.
So you've decided...
If Miss Himiko... I'm willing to divulge. So, come with...
Huh?
Welcome.
Did you do the same to what...
It's a tuning. Tuning allows you... Now, everyone. From this point on, I believe after going... Let's begin. This story happened later on. That baby bird, we decided to build it. It was clear that if we decided that when it hits destiny... No. I'd stick to the original or build... I eagerly await. Interesting. From what I've observed, even if they as for the choice this story happened when it was during that... He was a dream chaser. He told me he had a plan in place after hearing the Dream Chaser's story. I'll tell you the outcome. Will you do as I did, or will you remain? I look forward to everyone's... It seems you'd say he never gets... Should he be apprehended? As to your... And the story this time. This story, what surprised me was that the letter contained the usual pleasantry.
Do you know who wrote?
My sister.
To help you.
From what the letter...
Correct.
A straight...
A war has broken. She hoped to...
Is she alright?
If the operation by the Eon of...
Those... Now you understand.
How could this happen?
It's all in the path. Likewise. Because this is... Would you still support... I am now aware of everyone's stand. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble...
So what is your definition?
Good question. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis, that is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple... During these hard-earned rest days, people... And it is only on these days that people do not... From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession. And thus, there would be no need to bear. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome.
It sounds...
But...
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be made.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality,
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words...
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, don't you agree, Miss Firefly? But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand.
I admit that you are a born leader. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making the want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind. Because I don't.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr.
What?
Does this place... It's the realm with Dr. Edward from the... So I thought... I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get...
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. Exactly. The question now, we're drawing closer to the...
All right.
I guess...
I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on...
Weird. If I remember correct, and hold on.
This could be a case since this place seems...
Yeah, then...
Mikhail, so...
I'm sorry.
Anything special?
Mikhail?
Grandpa?
But we haven't heard anything. Could you tell us more?
Yeah, sure. He didn't want me to call him every time he came back.
It appears that the seafarer... So, where is your...
He went off on... So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville? I heard some noise.
You and Oregon...
Yeah. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of...
Sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The compass is a ship...
That's a great story.
Huh? Weird.
Perhaps Clocky.
I think... I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is!
The water was every time I...
Have you recalled anything?
Yeah. He often said that there was...
I'm not an elder. I was just being a...
Perhaps every adventurer far from home.
Yeah. Well, back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him. And he would...
it seems...
Yeah.
But this raises more... Could this be...
I'm sorry. Perhaps I'll...
We're going to the opposite side, right?
Berapa lama lagi nih cerita?
We should turn...
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
Up ahead is... Grandpa's study.
Let's continue.
The atmosphere...
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here!
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he described our world as to ensure that everyone had land on that day, I asked him if I could go with him.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of... He said that...
A train?
It's... Then, he said... The distant sound of a train...
Exactly, Misha!
Yeah. I think...
This is the dream jigsaw.
Do you remember? Looks like we're just...
Oh, bisa diputer.
This is it. While I've spent my time here, So, yes, this dream...
Wait.
March.
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we also...
Looks like everyone in the astral...
The answer lies in the... And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you... A mimetic...
But Misha can...
That's the key to the mystery, March. Have you ever seen...
wait...
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the... I should have stayed here and waited for you.
So it's not
not that the one and the whistle you heard.
That's one way to see it. How about we start with your...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my truth. I was born on Lushak. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or if you prefer, you can call me by him.
So, you're the one...
Unfortunately. As for the child who has been with you. And this also marks the beginning.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame. Which however, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all of it.
I don't think Misha has for the one who brought our unconscious.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up backward. But in the end, if I may apologize, I left my homeland as I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to So, if you ask what's left within this worn out, now that you're well aware of the current situation of Petticoat, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For all I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long and my hat now. It's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting
Panjang amat ceritanya anjir.
this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Although I don't think anyone will have it.
Of course.
In that case, then let's proceed together.
Mikhail,
Someone has to step up.
please don't.
Even without me. Now go!
Where are you going?
I'm going to...
Wait, first I know what it looked like
Well, it's the hands.
I see.
But I'll...
Don't worry.
Where are you going, Legwork? I see. The people of Astana, don't worry. This is... Farewell.
Don't worry, Mike. Someone has to be at the fore.
Because you're all we have.
But what will happen to Tiernan? We nameless. If I don't come back in one.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Answer my question.
Relax, Gallagher.
Oh, come on. If you die...
Yes. We'll organize a...
So...
Desperate. Make sure to send it in.
Misha!
Oh. Last night.
Write it down?
Oh.
Of course.
Yes. I was a kid. I wanted to...
Yeah.
But you know what? It was so... And the watchmaker...
We've arrived
Ya guys,
at Dream
lanjut
Flux
besok lagi cuy.
So,
Seru banget kucok.
You know, Clocky,